Okay, this episode might contain a bit of effing and jeffing, so if you're okay with that, then let's hop on board, brethren. Before we get into it, a little death notice to say that the fun doesn't stop with this episode. Oh no, the bonus 6 Feet Under episodes are quite the cherry to the devil's food cake, let me tell you. Me, the guests and the goddesses go over all your amazing, cracking correspondence, and we also find out what our guests will be taking to the grave with them. Very mindful, very dead mure. There's already over 100 episodes available, so I don't need to tell you it's supreme bang for your buck. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts or head to wherethere'sawillthere'sawake.com so you don't miss out. Also, hot tip from me, you'll get all episodes, including this one, absolutely ad-free. So if you want to enjoy this dazzling death pod uninterrupted, be smart and become a subscriber. But for all you cheap bastards out there, like me, I always have ads. Here are some ads.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this short break.
Oh, hello. Settle in, everyone. Big news. There's been a little bit of a shake-up at the pearly gates. Yes, that's right. It's me, Mel Gedroich. I am the new gatekeeper to the afterlife. Fresh on the job. New clipboard, new phone, very exciting, couple of cherubs. Turns out, though, running the pearly gates is a much bigger job than I anticipated. There's paperwork, harp tuning schedules, and don't even get me started on the cloud maintenance. Who knew they needed fluffing? I'm sure fluffing wasn't in my contract. Anyway, it's now little old me helping the dearly departed figure out what the hell, pardon me, what the good heavens happens next. Welcome to...
Where there's a will, there's a wake, there's a wake.
Every week, a different deceased celebrity guest will take a seat in my celestial waiting room while we get stuck into a bit of deathmin. How did they die? What are the particulars for their funeral? And crucially, why should I unlock the gates of heaven and not just pop them in the lift and press down, if you know what I mean? Oh. Bit of an eerie shadow lurking somewhere near the door buzzer. Oh. Pearly Gedroich gates. No, sorry, that's down the corridor to the right. No problem. No, it's fine, yeah. Another poor lost soul. Oh. Yeah, I said down the corridor. Oh, it's you. Oh, yes, you. I've been expecting. Well, it's all happening. Here to ruffle a few angel wing feathers is the amazing
Suzi Ruffell. Suzi Ruffell.
Will that do?
That's great.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I was getting that, so that feels quite special.
Does it make you feel... How does it make you feel?
Yeah, like I'm in heaven.
Now, listen, not so fast.
Oh, okay.
Not so fast.
Am I going back down on the escalator?
Well, I like to think of where we are as more of as a waiting room. Have you ever been on a plane? Let's say we're going over Stansted. You're in a Ryanair plane.
Yeah.
You're coming back from Belfast. The gig went really well, by the way.
Okay, great.
But the journey home, not so good.
Okay.
And you're in one of those
Just waiting.
holding patterns.
And you're thinking, am I going to make that train?
Yeah, exactly. And suddenly you're going round in circles.
So we're in Ryanair.
We're kind of in a Ryanair holding pattern.
Stansted as well, which is the worst of the airports.
Oh, I disagree, Susie.
Do you live near it?
I don't live near it, but I actually love Stansted.
Why?
I just think it's really chilled.
Do you?
Yeah, compared to, for example, your Luton. But listen.
I mean, have you heard of Heathrow and Gatwick? Because that's going to blow your mind. Are you only using Stansted and Luton?
I live quite near Heathrow, actually, and I get the old planes coming over, so I'm a bit tense about Heathrow.
I won't bring it up.
So
I'm not going to talk about it.
Let's never bring Heathrow up again. But I'm glad we've established our league of of airports, because that is important. First up, how are you, and what the heck do you want to plug?
Oh, thanks. I'm well, thank you.
Good.
What I want to plug? Well, I'm going on tour and I've written a book.
Yeah.
They're the two biggies.
Oh, you've written a ruddy book, Susie.
I have written a book.
Did it feel like death as you were writing it, or did you feel full of life?
I felt full of life.
Did you?
Yeah. I feel slightly like death now with it coming out because it's about anxiety and I'm talking about stuff that I've not really spoken about before or things that I've been too afraid to talk about in stand-up. And so that feels sort of like I might die.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying not to focus on it.
Yeah.
But this is a good place to be for that feeling.
And can I just say, as somebody who has read the book, you are most definitely not going to die. You're going to die for this podcast.
Okay,
Well,
great.
you already have died, essentially.
Thank you for reading it.
No, I loved it. And you know, there's that thing when you're asked to read a book for let's say, a podcast or a show.
When it's work.
It's work and it's kind of slightly skim, and eat, skim, and eat, skim.
Scaroo. Yeah.
Not with this one, Suzi Ruffell.
Okay.
Not with this one. You can test me on it. You can say, what happened on page 37?
You'd know.
I'll give you an answer.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Now, Susie, you've arrived here
Yes.
at the pearly gates.
Yes.
You must be pretty gassed to find out what's going to happen next.
Yeah, like really, really interested.
Yeah. So, Susie, why should I get my big old stack of keys out from this drawer? I do have 57. It's a big old ring of keys. You know, theatre managers always have.
Yes.
How do they stand upright?
Core strength.
It's core.
Yeah.
It's core.
Stage managers do an awful lot, or theatre managers do an awful lot of Pilates, but they don't talk about it.
Okay, good to know. Thank you. Well, I've got one of those. I've got a stage manager's stack of keys in the drawer. Why should I let you into heaven? I need three reasons, please, after this jingle.
Okay, the 3 reasons why I should get into heaven. I think I'm quite good vibes. Like if you come to my house, I'll make you a cup of tea. Oh, no. I'm good at hosting. I like to make sure that people are okay. I'm a real people pleaser, which I think would be good in heaven. I'm happy to do some sort of light housework if that's something that people sort of want me to do. I feel like I'm happy to sort of roll my sleeves up and do a bit of that.
Are you good at buffing marble?
That's a very personal question. Yeah, I'll do a bit of that. I mean, I've not got any marble in my house. So a bit of light cleaning, and also, I mean, I think I've been okay on Earth.
Yeah.
Is that like?
Yeah. No, this is all good.
I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I've not done any murders or hurt anyone too bad at all, really. I think I've been a pretty okay person.
You've been a good egg.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I try to be a good egg.
I think you're a good egg.
I try to.
I mean, I don't know you very well.
No, it's worth saying that. So this could be a great front.
No, but I sense there's good
egg vibes.
There's good eggishness. Okay, good. This is looking pretty good, actually,
okay,
Susie, I have
great.
to say. I'm going to enter all that into my spreadsheet, obviously. Okay. Any quick thing, like the one thing maybe that you want to get off your chest?
If like the all-seeing eyes are looking at me and seeing if there's any sort of lies in me, I should probably say that I did mean to throw a dart in my brother's leg when I was 11. Oh. And I've pretended all my life that I didn't mean to do it, but I did mean to do it because I just sort of wanted to see what would happen.
Was it a dart with poison in, or was it
just like a dartboard?
Okay, just a normal dart. How far away from him were you?
Oh, pretty close. I'd say like 3 feet. But you know when you let the voices win?
Yeah.
You know that voice, like when you're on the tube platform that goes jump in front of the tube, or like they go, no, you don't know that voice?
Yes,
you looked at me really worried then.
No, I do. I actually had it the other day, which I haven't had in a long time. It's creepy, isn't it?
Yeah, or like if you open a window, what would happen if you just...
Yeah, so what did the voice say then to you?
I wonder what would happen if you threw the dart in Joe's leg.
Did it say it like that in Susie's voice, or did it say it in another voice?
In my voice,
Was it your voice?
Yeah, it wasn't like... Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like Marilyn Manson or something.
I like the idea you said you wanted to throw the dart.
Yeah.
It wasn't exactly a throw, was it, Susie? It was more, you were close by and you just jabbed it in.
Well, there was a brief moment where it was sort of aerodynamic. And it was, it wasn't touching either of us.
And what score did you get?
From my brother?
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking kill you, mate. So I don't know if that's a score. I don't know how that works.
Scar? Any scarring?
Yeah, he's still got the scar on his leg.
Stop it.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's in his 40s.
Oh my God. But a dart scar, it wouldn't be a sort of glamorous, I got involved in a bit of gang, stuff. Terrible impression, but
And I also love that you think gangs are really glamorous. You really seem like a different side of you. It's like, oh yeah, Mel. Yeah. Works with Sue. Yeah, used to do the baking stuff. Sometimes does musicals. Really into gang culture.
I know nothing about them, Susie. I've led a very sheltered life.
And that's fine.
But no, but do you know what I mean? You see those kind of people that
Like
have
with a big scar and you're like, oh, you got knifed.
in it.
Yeah.
Again, trying to sound like I'm in a gang. I'm not promoting gang at all. But a dart scar is more of just a little.
Yeah, it's just a sort of a purple dot.
Yeah, a pustule.
Sure.
And that has remained with him.
Yeah. Forever.
Wow. I don't know how I feel about that. I think that's pretty. That's quite naughty.
Oh, I don't think that's that bad, is it? As long as I say I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Isn't that the whole thing with God?
Yeah.
If you go, oh, would you forgive me?
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And also, I'm not God. The power of this office and this chair is making me feel slightly godlike. And I'm not God, Susie.
No,
I'm
but
just
you've got him on that phone.
I've got him on the phone, but I'm just a secretary.
Sure.
I'm filing and I'm just kind of doing the admin. So I mustn't get a God complex. Exactly. Now, all well and good. We're still in the Ryanair holding pattern.
Okay.
We will be making many circles.
Okay.
Probably for all eternity. We're gonna come back to that at the end of the episode. In the meantime, it's time for you to tell us all, please, about what the flipping heck happened to you, you poor poppet.
The death.
But what I'm really interested in is, what were you eating?
So,
was there a Last Supper?
but my Last Supper,
Oh, tell me everything. Tell me.
my favourite,
Oh, come on.
fish and chips and a glass of champagne.
Oh, that is very, very strong. Where are the fish and chips from?
Well, sort of. It could be the Kingfishers in Portsmouth, which was the fish and chip shop I went to growing up.
Okay. How are the chips? Flabby or crispy?
Oh, crispy.
Crispy.
Yeah, crispy. But like the chunky ones would be a bit thicker.
Yeah.
Salt and vinegar, liberally.
Absolutely.
And then I'd say some mushy peas and some curry sauce.
I'm so glad you say mushy peas because I don't like people who don't like mushy peas.
Well, then you do like me because I like it a lot.
I like you tremendously.
Thank God.
Because
literally,
why would you not like a mushy pea?
They're so good.
And with the gravy, liberally over everything, or
I would say curry sauce rather than gravy.
Curry sauce. I'm sorry, you did say
That's
curry
okay.
sauce.
Don't worry,
No,
please.
I should have been
It's
listening.
fine.
The thing is, you got to mushy peas, and
then
I
you
was
stopped.
I was a quiver.
Yeah.
And I want to say that your surname, I love it.
Oh, thanks.
I do. And it reminds me of the late, great Len Goodman.
Seven.
Do you know what his favourite sweet was?
Oh, go on, tell me.
The raspberry ruffle.
Oh.
Have you?
No.
Oh, come along now.
Is it great?
Yeah, it's a really sort of 70s sweet. You can still get them in slightly sort of oldie sweet shops. And there's a lovely, pleasing ruffling wrapper. And it's choco with raspberry on the inside.
Oh, yeah, I'm into it.
Do you like?
Yeah, love.
Okay. I was going to bring you some today, but I'm afraid I couldn't find any. And I also forgot. Now, good. Are we doing the champers very smart? Are we doing it in a kind of coupe cup? Or
I hadn't even thought about the glass.
It's the sort of cup where Dieter Von Teese
might lay in.
Wouldn't she?
Yes. I like that.
Yeah.
And I also get to feel a bit like, you know that famous gif of Leonardo DiCaprio when he's doing that?
Oh.
In
Titanic?
No, I think it's in Great Gatsby.
Oh, of course.
Where he does that. You get to sort of feel like that, which is never a bad thing.
Yeah.
You'd have the champagne in the coupe, and I think you'd have the fish and chips in the paper.
I was about to say, what are you eating your fish and chips out of?
Paper.
It's got to be.
Yeah. Preferably I'd like a proper fork rather than a wooden one, but I don't know where we are. Probably on the beach.
Would you be, do you think you died on the beach?
I think however I died, it would have been related to my clumsiness.
Okay.
I'm very clumsy.
Okay.
Something my daughter says to me a lot. She's like, oh, Mama, you are so clumsy. And
it's a really good word, clumsy.
Yeah,
isn't it?
I am. I'm cat-handed. I'm clumsy.
Okay.
So it's funny because I was thinking about coming on this podcast and like looking forward to doing it, and then on Thursday I had to go. We went away this weekend. We went away with my family and all my cousins and their kids and my mum and my auntie, and we went to a caravan park for a weekend, which is great fun. And I needed to get a suitcase from the top of my wardrobe, and so we've got like sort of cupboard at the top. And so what I do, and I get this small suitcase out probably once every 2 weeks to go somewhere for a gig, you know. So it's always there. And I always get it out the same way. It's I open the door and then I jump and tap it until it falls and I catch it. My wife Alice said to me, you're going to kill yourself doing that one day. One day that's going to hit you on the head and no one's going to be here.
Oh.
And that'll be, and I'll just find your body.
Oh.
Which is quite a bleak thing for your wife to say sort of at 8:30 in the morning. But I am quite clumsy. So I think the way that I would have died would have been something like roller skating off the pier.
Oh.
Just trying to squeeze some fun out of life and then it's sort of going a bit wrong.
Yes, okay. Or the suitcase, the one you mentioned.
Sure.
Unbeknownst to you, well, you'd sort of forgotten that you'd put something really, really heavy inside it, like some gold bullion or some such.
Yeah, sure. Got loads of that indoors, so that makes sense. Yeah.
You were paid for a gig in something really heavy.
How much do you think I get paid for gigs?
How much do you get paid, Susie?
Not enough.
Have you ever seen gold bullion? I've never seen gold bullion. What would it be, a chip of gold bullion that you get? I don't even know how much it's worth. But let's say you got paid in something really, really heavy.
Okay.
You put it in the case, you forgot about it.
2p.
Exactly. And then you were in the caravan park and you did the thing where you noodled around, you jumped up, bink, and then that actually was the thing that did kill you.
Like I've just started skateboarding and you're like, is that the thing you start at 39? I don't know.
Susie, just started skateboarding. Have you got all the pads?
No.
Oh, my days.
I mean, I'm not doing any tricks. I'm just sort of going along.
Is it a bit of a midlife crisis? I mean,
well, I don't know.
I'm not remotely saying you are midlife because
don't
you're
worry,
only 39.
Gabby Logan told me I was.
Did she?
She told me I was approaching midlife, yeah.
Did she?
Yeah.
I'd say you're just in the absolute outer suburbs of midlife. I mean, really
I'm in the Bromley of midlife.
You're in the Bromley, the Leatherhead. Do you know what I'm saying? It's you know, it's
you can see it, but it's in the distance.
Yeah. Or is it because you've got a young daughter? Are you trying to regain some
coolness?
Yeah.
Or my youth?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I just sort of like the idea. But then I don't know if it's sort of pathetic to turn up for a drink on a skateboard. I don't know. I used to skateboard and then I stopped for a long time and then I thought maybe I should skateboard again.
So muscle memory, Susie.
It's a muscle memory. The muscles have changed.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this short break.
So you perished with something a bit doofus-ish, we're going to say.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, isn't it?
But kind of fun for the people left behind because they can tell the anecdote.
Yeah, I mean, would it? I guess it would be funny in about 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'd be funny straight for people who are like, oh God, yeah, do you remember Susie got paid in 2p coins because she did that gig in a fun fair and they didn't have the cash, so they just gave her.
They just went to that machine which slides them.
Yeah.
Very,
and then she put it all in a suitcase rather than taking it to the bank. She thought, I'll do that next time because she's always putting things off.
Yeah.
Then she forgot it was in there.
Yeah.
Tipped it off.
Yeah.
Bang.
Do you know you can go to the Bank of England, this is absolutely true, with any age of currency. It can be from the 40s or the 50s and they will give you back the modern version.
That's good.
It's good.
So you learn things on this podcast as well.
Thank you. Susie, I want you to imagine that you're watching your funny little life back on the big screen. Now, off the top of the head, what is the one thing that you would definitely, absolutely not repeat?
I tell you what I would love. I would love to have cared less what people think. That is what I think I'll think when I'm old. When I'm older and I'm like, you know, and my time is coming.
Yeah.
I think the thing that I will think was I wish I spent less of my time worrying about what people think of me.
I'd say, I mean, I'm 56. It's great. You don't give a flying shit about what anyone thinks of you, genuinely.
Yeah.
But you've got a long way to go.
Yeah, I've got a little while till that. But
I think it might happen to you sooner. I think you're one of those people.
So.
Yeah, I think.
Because now when I look at my 20s, I think, God, I spent so much of that time so anxious, so desperate to find my people or work out what I was doing or get better at comedy and have the things that I thought would make me, you know, feel worthy. You know, you put those, certainly with a job like ours, you put those things out, don't you? Go like, I remember thinking, like, oh, when I get live at the Apollo, I'm going to be, once I've done live at the Apollo, I'll be so, like, I would just be happy forever.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. And then I did live at the Apollo and it went really well and I loved it.
Yeah.
This is years ago now, by the way. And then I was still me. You know, like you still go,
Yes.
oh, and now I'm just going to find something else to be anxious about
Yeah.
or something else to feel like I need to do in order for it to validate my job, who I am, my life. The thing that I have learned is that it just does sort of, you can't have that validation from strangers, can you? You have to sort of find it within yourself, which is, you know, a bit heavy maybe for this podcast.
No, it's
I don't
good.
know.
Listen, light and shade.
That's what it's all about.
It's-
So I think, yeah, that would be the thing. I wish I just trusted my own gut more.
Yeah.
And I felt like, oh, I'm doing well enough, or I'm
Yeah.
good enough.
Yes.
What I do, people like what I do. There's enough people that like what I do that mean I have a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
But I think that you're often sort of plagued. And I don't even think it's just people that do something creative. I think whatever you do, you can be plagued by that voice of going, is that good enough? Do they like you? Was that a look? I think a lot of my 20s and early 30s were about that. And now, you know, I'm cruising towards my 40s. I hope that when I'm that old lady
Yeah.
roller skating
Oh my.
or
Wear some pads, surely.
Do you reckon by that
Susie.
age?
Surely.
I hope
I
so.
often think that people pad up too much, though.
Well, now you're telling me to pad, you're telling me to not pad. What's the
Wow,
story?
I don't know how I feel about this.
I don't know.
Susie.
How old am I? If I'm padding up, is it 10 a lady? Like, what is it?
Don't joke about 10 ladies.
I'm not
Susie.
joking about 10 a lady.
My God, I mean, I'm in the
the
nearer,
splash zone?
I'm in the. You're in the splash zone.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm in the nearer suburbs than Bromley
Wow.
for those little badgers.
Well, there you go.
I'm in sort of Clapham Junction.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's only 2 minutes to Waterloo.
I know. I know.
You know, okay.
No, it's a thing. It is a thing. Sorry.
That's going to be the bit that you text later saying, can we cut that 10 a lady bit?
Do you know what? There are so many gags about 10 Lady, aren't there? I don't mind.
No, I think that it's, I mean, also like it's providing a service.
It is providing a service.
They sponsored a podcast that I did.
Stop
And
it.
they were like, and it was like a funny podcast. It was like, you tell her,
That's-
laugh sort of.
That's really cool.
They like kind of get it. So I was like,
That's
fair
really
play.
cool. I'm going to reveal to you now that I have actually bought something akin to that.
Good for you.
Well, just because I thought, well, it's useful to have in the house.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? And I have slightly disguised them so that anyone coming in to my bathroom wouldn't know that they were. I've put them in a. It's really sad, Susie. I can't believe I'm telling you this, but
But I like it.
they were in the waiting room. We're allowed to.
We're allowed to.
anything
Go
goes.
for it.
Anything goes. I've put them into a David Bowie sponge bag. I took them out of the
Sure.
packaging so they look cool.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You've got to be, as long as you're doing it in a cool way, I don't think anyone minds.
Yeah. And also I thought, well, if somebody were to open that and saw the thing inside, they might think, God, she's actually younger than I thought. She's still on her period.
Exactly that. There you go.
So thank you, Susie.
You're welcome.
No, I'm glad I've shared that with you.
Well, see, I've got something off my chest, the dart in my brother's leg. You've got
Yeah.
something off your chest.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's good.
It's sharing's caring.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Susie, we are all beside ourselves
Oh,
that you've gone.
I'm so sorry.
With the old grief. We are.
Yeah.
While we make sense of all this, let's turn to the listeners. So, Susie, who have we heard from this week, please?
Well, this is an email from Tom Rayfield in Leeds.
Right.
Dear Where There's a Will, There's a Wake team. Firstly, love the show. It's morbid, witty, and exactly the blend of existential dread and humour I need to keep my spirits ... alive.
Nice.
Speaking of, here's my contribution. A tale of truly terrible advice I gave that might just earn me a spot haunting someone's conscience.
I like it.
Years ago, a friend came to me in a panic over how to impress their new boss at an office lunch.
Right.
For reasons that escape me, brackets and my sanity,
Nice.
I suggested they show confidence by ordering the most adventurous dish on the menu. I mean, what says promotion worthy like a daring appetite, right? Fast forward to the lunch. They confidently ordered fugu. Fugu?
Fugu.
You know, that potentially lethal pufferfish sushi.
Fugu. Have you heard of fugu?
No.
No, nor have I. I'm intrigued. Carry on.
Pufferfish sushi.
Pufferfish, poisonous, right?
I think so.
Is it?
They've got they look like they would be.
All those spikes.
Yeah, don't like it.
Very much like darts, Susie, as if somebody has put in many darts. Carry on. Fugu.
Not only did it raise eyebrows,
Right.
but their boss replied, I hope you have your will in order. The cherry on the top, my friend spent the rest of the meal hyperventilating and Googling symptoms of fugu poisoning. Safe to say they didn't get the promotion, and I got demoted from their life from trusted confidant to person whose advice requires a waiver. The moral of the story, confidence is great, but maybe stick to the chicken salad. Thanks for reading and keep up the fantastic work. You've got a die-hard fan in me. Hopefully not literally. Yours darkly, Tom.
Tom Rayfield. Oh my days. Would you, look, would you eat puffer fish?
No, absolutely not. But I don't like weird meat.
But you eat meat?
I eat meat, but I don't like weird meat.
What's the weirdest meat you've ever eaten?
Oh, it would be very not weird. It would be like deer or venison. I don't, even then I'm like, wow.
Have you ever eaten a meat
did I have kangaroo once? No. I think I was offered
yeah.
kangaroo, but I didn't have it in Australia.
Yeah, I was going to say in Australia, ostrich, emu, that kind of vibes. No.
I might have had an ostrich. Blah. Don't like it.
No.
I'm pretty basic when it comes to meat.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a chicken or beef girl, to be honest.
Yeah.
And even I'm not mad into it.
Yeah.
Do you eat meat?
I do eat meat, less and less these days. But fugu, I would absolutely,
Swerve.
Total no flipping way.
Do you eat sushi?
I do eat sushi.
Yeah, I like sushi.
I feel bad about eating salmon though. Do you eat salmon?
Yeah, but it's
God,
bad, isn't it?
We really shouldn't be.
Are you eating it still?
Yeah. But trying not to.
Sure. How's it going? Not great.
I do that thing where if I'm out of the house, then I'll eat it because I'll think no one can see. And then I'll go into the house and then I'm like, we absolutely mustn't have salmon.
Wait a minute. Surely more people can see you out of the house than in your house.
But
are you living in the Big Brother house?
But
Have you got cameras? You've got surveillance?
I do like them. Yeah, I do like to be watched at all times.
Good for you.
No, I think it's that thing of just not wanting to let the family down.
Right.
How do you feel about that?
So you don't do it in front of your family?
Yeah.
You don't worry mind about the wider world?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah, exactly. I feel if my husband could see me eating salmon, he'd be really really upset.
So you have to do it when you're out?
Yeah. Do you do that with your wife, your child? You
No,
want to
not
impress
really.
them? No.
It's like you're a secret smoker.
Yeah.
Where you're going out the house,
Yeah.
washing your hands on the way in.
Oh, yes.
Spraying yourself with Impulse or Charlie Red. Love it.
Extra strong mints.
Yeah.
Are you a secret smoker, Suzi Ruffell?
No, I did smoke once and I thought it was very cool. And it was briefly, but
When
I think it's
when
now.
you said once, you tried it
I
once
used
or
to
you smoked.
smoke.
Okay. But during Edinburgh Festival, right? Sure.
Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Marlboro menthol. Oh God, before the show, after the show with a glass of wine. Yes, please.
They used to give out free Marlboros.
Did they?
Yeah. I'm not even joking. Early 90s. They were known as, sounds really sexist now, the Marlboro Girls. And
Yeah.
they, like usherettes, they would have.
In Edinburgh?
In Edinburgh. And all you had to do was sign a form and they gave you a free pack of fags.
Did you smoke then?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Then I did. I'd given up. But as soon as those Marlboro Girls were there, I was like back in 30 a day. So Sue. But isn't that extraordinary?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Camel a day and all that.
Yeah. Listeners, if you want to get your mail read out on the podcast by one of our amazing guests, like the sensational Suzi Ruffell, the email address is mel@deathpodcast.co.uk. We go through all your letters and voice notes over on 6 Feet Under. Yeah. It can be deathy or it can be full of life, spriggy, anything goes. We just love hearing from you. That's the truth. So make sure you subscribe on Apple Podcasts or head to wherethere'sawillthere'sawake.com for all the details. Right. On to business. Ms. Ruffle, you've carked it. So what's happening at...
The funeral.
Right, nuts and bolts, please, Ms. Ruffle. I like calling you Ms. Ruffle.
I'd love it.
And it kind of fits with the slightly sort of behind the desk, you're in
Yeah,
the
that's
waiting
good.
room.
Yeah, it's great.
Is that good for you?
Yeah, it's great for me, actually.
Yeah? Good. So, Ms. Ruffle, time's come. Everybody's going to gather, obviously, for the service. Is there going to be a service? What's the vibe? Are you going traditional? Are you going to go a bit hipster? Are you going to go rogue? Are you going to go flipping cuckoo clock off the scale madness? Or are you going to go very, very trad? I need to know everything.
Well, first of all, it would be a cremation
Okay.
because I would really worry about waking up in a coffin.
As an audience member, so would I, Ms. Ruffle. If you were to suddenly...
Just...
Oh, it's knocking. It's the knocking, isn't it? It's the knocking. Or is it that thing that happens after you've died when the body goes...
Ooh, yeah.
and jackknifes up? That I don't want to see happen. I mean, it'd be lovely to see you again, but not in that way.
No. And I worried Yeah, would that be a zombie vibe?
Yeah.
I would want to be cremated.
Yeah.
Quite happy for it to be sort of quite jolly. Maybe a bit of singing.
Good. How are you getting there? Are you hearsing it, or are you skateboarding it? Are you?
Well, it would be my body, wouldn't it, to go to the creme?
The bod would go into the creme. Yeah. So
not fussed on how we'd do that. Maybe the back of a horse and cart.
Oh, nice.
But not like one of those fancy ones, just like an old-fashioned horse and cart.
So not the craze, not the big glass.
No.
Fandango.
No, none of that. My dad's got horses, and I think you can sort of fall into two categories of horses, where you're sort of quite posh people that have them for fun, or you're people that sort of work with them. And my dad is very much a worker with them.
Wow.
So we used to do people's weddings. That was my first job.
Really?
I was not the groom for the horse. They didn't marry me off. And so my dad's done funerals and would do that whole thing. So I'd just bung me in the back of one of them. It's fine.
But when you say your dad did funerals, did he have at his disposal the glass?
Yeah, it wasn't his. But yeah,
Okay.
he had one that he could borrow for a funeral, with a big black horse.
And what did you have to wear when you were doing?
Yeah, I just did the weddings. I suppose I was a bit too young to do funerals. I would wear...
Did you have to wedding it up?
Cream jodhpurs, a shirt,
Great.
a cravat.
Crisp. It's crisp.
A velvet jacket.
Of course he did.
A velvet... a helmet with a velvet... it's like silk on the top of it.
A boot, a curvy boot.
Yeah, it would be like a high boot.
Yeah. That's
And
very...
I'd have to jump out and open the door, or go and hold the horse's head when my dad told me to.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you weren't old enough to do the funerals. It's too much, isn't it? When
and
how
my
old
dad
were
would
you?
do more weddings, I think, than funerals. How old was I? It was probably between being about 12 and 16. I did it.
Wow. So quite young. I often think, I don't know how you feel,
Please.
going into a crematorium, that the recorded music vibe is a bit bleak. Do you want some live music there?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can get David Byrne. But that would be great if I could. In one of those massive suits. Whose house? That'd be amazing. Yeah, okay, let's have David Byrne.
That's what you want.
That's what you want.
Isn't it? The full...
And if not, maybe like a David Byrne tribute act, because I quite like a tribute act.
Sorry,
mate.
No, that...
Keep accidentally knocking. Are they next in the queue?
They're next in the queue.
God, have I been talking so long that they've died?
Herbert,
again?
yes. Yeah, I'm afraid so. I didn't want to say... So a bit of live music might be fun. Now, is somebody going to have said a few words about you? The old eulogy?
I mean, I would hope so.
Who would it be?
One of my comedy mates, probably.
Yeah.
Someone that can hold it together.
Okay. Who's that going to be?
Probably Josh.
Josh Widdicombe. Let's hear it then.
We are gathered here today to celebrate Suzi Ruffell. Obviously, gutted she's died. Absolute kick in the teeth, that one, isn't it? But positives. At least now she can stop worrying. I think it's good for all of us to know she suffered a lot in her lifetime, worrying about things that didn't matter. And now she's been hit by the one thing that does matter, and she can't do anything about it. So fair play to her. I first met Susie when she supported me on tour for years. And so I think she'd probably want me to use this moment to say that I will be back on tour in September and into the new year with my new tour, Not My Cup of Tea. She'd probably want to say, selling fast, so get tickets now. She'd probably want to add, she would have gone to watch it, I imagine. We'll never know. But she'd want you to go, I imagine. And she'd probably say tickets are available at joshwiddicombe.com, or it might be .co.uk, I can never remember. So, fair play to her. She lived not a long life, but or a happy one, but she certainly lived a life.
I really regret asking Josh now. But he's right. I would want people to know that he's going on tour from September. I would really want that. Would be really important.
He was very laissez-faire about that, though, wasn't he?
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of decorum there. It was just
it really wasn't.
I don't want to use the words tossing it off, but
he was tossing it off.
He was slightly
wasn't he?
tossing it off, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was kind of heartbreaking. I'm rolling in my grave.
Rotating.
Yeah, I'll be absolutely livid that he's used that as another promotional opportunity on a podcast. Like he hasn't got a big enough podcast as it is.
Exactly.
Do you know?
Exactly. Is he even going to get it on your gravestone, I wonder? Is he going to get something in there? Tickets available. What would you have on the grave? Are you going to have a gravestone?
Can I have a bench?
Yes. Oh, I love a bench.
So one of my favourite
bench.
pastimes is to walk around a park,
Yeah.
along a seafront,
Yeah.
and read memorial bench.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have a little cry
Yeah.
about people that I've never met and will
Yeah.
never know because they did. But
There are a lot of them, aren't there? I somehow wonder if there are too many. I'm not saying you can't have one, Susie, but
never too many.
Never too many. Okay, fair dues. Fair
Never
dues.
too many.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this short break.
Okay, the service is done, Susie.
Great, okay.
I like the way we're both slightly adopted praying.
I like that too.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
This is me just hoping that I get in upstairs.
Let's see.
Let's see.
There's still a way to go.
Okay.
We haven't decided quite yet.
The will and the wake.
The service is done.
Okay.
However,
Yeah.
You've been officially laid to rest. Now it is time celebrate good times. Come on, of your life.
Sure.
We almost did a harmony there. And
Yeah, that was
pleased
good.
me.
Yeah, very
that pleased
pleasing.
me. Tell us what the heck is going on at the wake. Are you going to have a wake? Of course you're going to have a wake.
Yeah, I think have a big
Yeah.
party.
Okay.
I want to have the party that I'm not confident enough to have in real life.
Oh, Susie.
Oh no, is that bad? Oh God,
I think-
no, but I worry about are people going to come? Is this going to?
Oh.
It's too stressful. It's a bit too stressful.
I think you've got to have some landmark parties before you cark it.
think?
Yeah, I do, actually. I do. I think plunge. And then you'll really enjoy planning the party for when you die. Because you're going to plan it,
Okay.
right? Or is somebody else going to plan
Yeah,
it?
no, I will plan it.
Okay.
I think it will be like there'll be some cabaret performances.
Nice.
No stand up. Oh God, we've all had enough of that.
Are you sure?
But, yeah.
Really?
Oh, I don't want to give any of my friends a gig.
No,
Josh
fair.
ain't having one now.
Yeah, exactly.
He probably won't make it because he's on bloody tour.
I know. Or he'll be the ruddy vicar. He'll have got himself into that
That's
role,
the thing.
won't he?
I'm going to go, I'm on tour.
Exactly.
I'm on tour.
Exactly. So that's good. So a bit of cabaret.
Yeah.
And are we staying at the same venue or are we moving on somewhere?
Oh, I
How's
think
that
we'd have to move
working?
on somewhere.
We don't want to be in the creme. We don't
yeah,
want to be
maybe
in
it's
the
like a
creme.
theatre.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I love
Lovely.
an old theatre.
Lovely. Me too.
Love an old theatre.
I'm seeing, so you want it to be in Brighton?
Yeah, it could be in Brighton. Or it could be in Portsmouth, actually, where I grew up, which there's a theatre called the New Theatre Royal,
Ooh.
which is a really nice theatre.
Oldie woldy, red
Oldie
seats.
woldy, yeah.
Tippy uppy seats.
Yeah.
Nice backstage area.
Yeah, actually, that's just been renovated.
No, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So will you be on stage? Or are we going to be on stage?
Yeah,
by
I
the
think
way?
everyone should be on
Yeah,
stage.
lovely.
Yeah, really nice. And then
Yeah.
if you want to go and have a sit down, you can. Have a little dance.
Yeah.
Few drinks. I don't mind paying. I'll put some money behind the bar.
Oh, that's good. So is it going to be like we get I'm coming, by the way.
Yeah, please.
Do we get a certain amount of drinks and then suddenly it stops? Or is it like till the end? Because I'm not coming if it's not till the end. That's what
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying.
Well, to get you there,
Till the end.
to the end.
I always think that's awful when people just put a certain amount and then it runs out.
Yeah.
Apparently Paul McCartney's wedding. Just going to put that out there.
Wow.
There was a certain amount and then it was a pay bar. Let's put that out there. I don't know if I'm allowed to say stuff like that, but I just have. Okay. What about the, I'm now just seeing the little suitcase,
Yeah.
but what is going to contain your ashes when they come out? Because obviously we'll collect them.
Mm.
Have you got any idea about that? Where they're going to be?
Oh, I don't know.
What they're going to be in?
Maybe a teapot.
Oh,
Because I love tea. I'm always drinking
Suze.
tea. Teapot?
Teapot's
Let's
great.
put a cork in the end so no one accidentally uses it.
Yeah. Yes. A comedy teapot or just a normal?
Just a normal teapot.
Oh, I like that.
A commemorative teapot.
I have to say, I'm just thinking about Great Uncle Jack, who we've still got in an awful plastic container, and that literally preys on me. It's been there for years.
Where is he?
He's in the hall.
In your house?
Yeah, I know.
Is he like on a mantelpiece or is he just...
No, he's just down. It's a long story, but no, that needs to be sorted out. I'm just thinking of that. The actual proportion of human ash is actually larger than you think.
Is it?
So I'm wondering if a teapot is going to be quite enough.
An urn? A tea urn?
A tea urn. An urn. And then you've got the pun.
Yeah.
You've got the
and
ruddy
maybe one of those really
palm.
fancy ones, like the kind you might imagine that they have at like Buckingham Palace. Not one that you get on like when you do a speed awareness course. You know, the type.
A Burko.
Yeah, like
it a Burko?
Yeah, but like a proper one. You know, like one of the ones that's like all ornate.
Yeah, a porcelain.
Sure, could be
Is it a
porcelain, could be
samovar?
steel.
Is it
Like
samovar? Is that anyway.
I don't know. You use lots of words that I don't understand, but I'm just it's just lovely to be here.
So it's a curly porcelain.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
And then would there be a tap if you want to?
Yeah, but like don't open it because
Don't
then I'll
open
just parts of me are just like my toe will pour out.
Now, wills.
Yes.
Who's getting what?
Well, I don't know how much there's going to be.
Hmm.
I mean, my wife will get most of it. Let's be honest. And then I've got like a foot and a half model of ET.
Oh, so the real ET.
Yeah, the real ET. And what's ET short for?
Extraterrestrial.
No, because he's got little legs.
Oh,
it's a bad one.
I like it.
I really like ET.
Love ET.
Yeah, loved it. It was like I think it came out when I was just the right age for it, but my brother found it terrifying. So I'd want the ET to be posted to him.
Haha, with
After
a
my
dart
death.
stuck in the leg.
Yeah, because that would really make him laugh.
Would you give Josh anything? He did the eulogy.
No, absolutely not.
Nothing.
No, nothing.
Nothing.
Not after that eulogy.
Yeah,
No.
that was a shocker, actually.
Although he did once give me a great present.
What did he give you?
So maybe I'd get that back to him. We went on, as he said, we went on tour for years. He's touring from September. And
You're so good. Don't say that.
I'm touring from June.
Yes. Susie's touring from June. She's touring from June. Josh isn't touring, actually. It's
No,
been
I
called
think
off.
he's cancelled his
cancelled it. Yeah,
tour.
poor thing. I do feel sorry for him, but
yeah,
you
it's
know.
sad, isn't it? So we went on tour. This is like probably 8 or 9 years ago now. And we were on tour and he had a joke. He had a joke because he had a bit in one of his shows where he said that when he was on stage one night, this is long before he was famous, someone wrote on a piece of paper, is that the guy from The Hobbit? They thought he was like one of the guys. I don't know if it's Martin Freeman or whoever, but someone passed that along a table and he picked it up and said, "Is this about me?" in a gig. And it ended up being a routine of his. And he would get a piece of paper out of his pocket and read
that's
it.
great.
Say, "Is that the guy from The Hobbit?" But what I would do every night before he went on stage was I would give him something to try and make him laugh
Oh, very good.
on stage.
Very
so like
strong.
an in-joke,
Yeah,
a bit
lovely.
of gossip,
Yeah, lovely.
whatever. So
Yeah,
just
lovely.
something.
Pressure as well, because you've got to come up with something every
Yeah,
night. Pressure,
and
but that's
so-
good. Bit of adrenaline.
And then I would go and watch for that bit
Great.
and try and catch his eye.
Great.
And it was just a little in-joke that we had on the tour.
I love that.
And unbeknownst to me, I mean, he's been a real pig doing that eulogy, but people don't realise Josh is actually a real sweetheart.
Is he?
Is
he really?
He kept all of them.
Oh,
And then framed it for my 30th.
that's actually
Lovely.
really sweet.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. So I've got it at home.
God, that's very sensitive, isn't it?
Yeah, really sensitive.
We've got let's not give him let's not blow too much smoke up his ass.
The tour
because-
is still cancelled.
Yeah, the tour's count. It's a shame, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it really
He's such a
is.
hard worker as well.
Huh?
Susie, we're almost at the end. We're going to get back to the matter of what is happening to your soul forevermore in just a sec. Before we do, we'd love to know what the last thing you said was in...
Well, I guess it'll be, I'm just going to pack this suitcase and then I'll be off.
I don't know why I did that thing.
Neither do I, but I loved it. I really loved it.
I like it because also, the very good stand-up that you are, it's calling back. It's a neat, ruddy little callback, isn't it, to the suitcase, which is featured large in this podcast.
It looms large. It looms large in my mind.
Even though, give me the dimensions, it's
Oh,
only
it's
a little
pretty
one.
small.
It's a little one.
Yeah, it's a little one, but it's full of 2Ps.
You're good, Suzi Ruffell. You are very, very good. Okay, so we discussed at the top of the show where you might end up after this waiting room experience, which I hope you've liked.
Oh, I've very much enjoyed, yeah.
Do you know what I need to get? A water cooler,
Yes, that would be great.
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And maybe some snacks,
Would love a snack, yeah, sure.
isn't it?
Yeah.
In a waiting room.
Maybe those little hard pretzels that you can get, you know, the little mini ones that you get on a flight. They're nice.
Ooh. Okay, in packets or just, do you like to go into a bowl where you know hands have been?
Only with people that I know and trust.
Okay, so we'll do some separate packets of hard pretzels.
That'd be good, yeah.
That you won't be coming back.
No.
Sorry.
So,
Not because you weren't
for
brilliant.
the next people.
But for the next people.
Yeah,
so
I don't
sorry.
care about them then, just put them in a bowl.
Okay, good. And we'll both put our hands in. Give them a we'll give them a really good rummage. Well, before all that, at the top of the show, we did wonder, are you going to be let through into the gates of heaven with the big stage manager's ring of keys? I did forget to mention that where you end up is actually all down to a spin of the wheel. So,
No.
Susie, please, there's the wheel. Please spin for your sins.
Spin, 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 spin for your sins.
Spin for your
Reborn.
sins. We've gone a bit of I got news for you, haven't we, with this? Dush, 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 dush. Cliffhanger. Okay, to find out where Susie's soul's going to be hanging out forever, head to our bonus 6 Feet Under episode, where me, Suzi Ruffell and Goddess Charlie will be riffling through more of your correspondence. So make sure you do subscribe on Apple Podcasts or head to wherethere'sawillthere'sawake.com, I've gone official, to join in the party. You're listening to Where There's a Will There's a Wake with Mel Gedroich. The senior producer's Charlie Morrell and the producer is Naya Dio, otherwise known as the Goddesses. The engineer is Matthias Torres. Marketing by Janelle Brown. The assistant producer's Rani Prescott. The production coordinator's Eric Ryan. And the executive producer is Ollie Wilson.